Verse 22 finishes with these words. Now they came to Bethlehem at the beginning of the barley harvest. Naomi and Ruth returned to Canaan and have arrived at the house of bread, which is Bethlehem. It is the spot where the Lord Jesus, a descendant of Ruth herself, will be born in about 1,000 years, a little more than that. And it is at the time of the barley harvest. The barley harvest is ready for reaping during the month of Abib in the Bible, which is our March-April time frame. It commences during the Feast of Unleavened Bread, when the first fruits of the harvest are cut and then presented to the Lord, which is a picture of the resurrection of Jesus Christ. It is at this same time of the year when the Lord was crucified, and then when he rose from the dead, that these ladies arrive in the house of bread. Barley is known as the crop of hairy ears because of its hairy appearance. The word barley in Hebrew is seorah, which is closely related to the word se'ar, which is hair. Hair in the Bible indicates an awareness of things, especially of sin. The goat, for example, which is used in Leviticus for the sin offering, is known as sa'ir, another very closely related word. We have an awareness of sin in the hairy goat sin offering. Then in number 6, there's a type of person who is known as a Nazirite. This is someone who made a vow or was consecrated to the Lord in some way. During the time of that vow, they were never to cut their hair. Samson was a Nazirite from birth, as were Samuel and John the Baptist. Paul took a Nazirite vow in the book of Acts. The hair on the head was a reminder of their state, just as the hairy goat is a reminder of sin. It is man's place to be aware. We are sentient beings. We're ever in search of more knowledge and experience, and hopefully seeking out the cure to the sad state that we're in. These things are all going to be seen and revealed in the story of Ruth as it continues, so stay tuned for these. Much is in store for these ladies in the coming 3 chapters, and it all revolves around the work of Jesus Christ. But it is also a true story of real people who are living out their lives in the stream of time. God has carefully sewn them into the picture of greater things that affect all of us. It is a marvelous way of him showing us that he is attentive to all of the big things in history, but all of the little details as well. And one of the little details in this big picture, but which is actually the biggest detail of all in our individual lives, is where we will spend eternity. God has worked out a plan where we too can return to the promised land. And it all revolves around the giving of his Son for us.